About 4 months ago, I had a look at this bad boy, the AZZA Celesta 340. Now, I was pretty happy with the case. Compatibility was fine, the price was pretty low, it looked nice, and the performance was alright. In my opinion, at least. There were many out there that thought that that white sheet inside of the case was pretty restrictive. Now, because of that, I did a second video where I tested the airflow with and without that white sheet. And in the end, the front was more restrictive than anything else. Not that the performance was bad, but some part had to be the worst, and because just a few of those holes in the front are actually going all the way through, that was the weakest point. Now, that being said, there was one comment that really stuck in my head ever since, and I would love to show it to you, but I cannot find it. But it was something along the lines of, can't you just make it better by taking a drill and making more holes? And honestly, I think that's a great idea. So I've already done some baseline testing. We have here a Ryzen 3700X at 4.2 GHz with a Be Quiet Dark Road Pro 4 on top, without any fans. Now, just like last time, I just want to see how the front panel performs. Therefore, I stuffed it with RTX P14s and let them do all the work. So with everything as it comes out of the box, the CPU stayed at 93 degrees C. And after removing the white sheet once again, the temperature dropped to 91 degrees C. So again, taking into account that the CPU has no fan at all, the difference of with and without that white sheet is pretty much nothing. On a side note, there was somebody who asked if it would be possible to use RGB fans instead of that white sheet. And as it turns out, you can also just fill it with white fans. That's just as effective. Okay, so for this whole operation, I will be using the stand and the Dremel. And I'm only using that because I really do not want to drill 1,000 holes by hand, but I think a lighter and a fat needle will be just as effective. Okay, so with everything prepared, let's see how many holes there actually are. $1,225. Okay, so the process itself was somewhat easy. It wasn't complicated, it's just repeated 1,000 times. But I'm pretty sure that with a bit of sanding, it may even look quite good. And to jump a bit ahead, with the holes going straight through, But we are here for results, and oh man, I have some results. So the only difference between now and at the beginning of the video is that I've drilled through almost each and every hole, basically creating just one big mesh filter. Now I could have done even more holes, but I had to make sure that I don't drill through those plastic pieces that keep the front panel and the rest of the case together, which is why you have those 3 complete lines. Okay, enough of this. The results are just incredible. With all the holes drilled, the Celesta 340 got a whopping 86 degrees C. That's a 7 degrees C deficit. Not bad, not bad, but we are now at the point that the white sheet becomes the biggest issue. And look at this, 67 degrees, that's 23 degrees C. That's one hell of a difference. So at this point, the 2 degrees difference that the sheet created in the original state just became 19 degrees. Damn, that's a lot. I mean, let's be honest, this looks kinda better and it performs hella better. Just slap a new model number on there and AZZA could sell this for the Celesta too. You're welcome. No, the Celesta didn't perform bad from the start, but this was just to show that even though a case has okay airflow, does not mean that there is not a lot that can be done. I mean, 76 degrees C, no CPU fan, full load, damn. Okay, I think it's time to wrap this up. Don't blame the Celesta, it's a good case, and you could make any case perform better if you hit it with a Dremel. The RGB effects in here just allowed me to call it tuning. So, I hope you've enjoyed this piece of content, but you can always tell me with a thumb up, thumb down, or the comment section below. And if you have another idea what I could do with my Dremel, please tell me because it's still hot.